Good evening, my fellow GPers and caregivers. It is August, is Gastroparesis Awareness Month, and tonight I am going to share some of the things that have come from my GP journey that have been positive. I saw a post on GPAC's website that asked the same question, and I thought it was an amazing question. If you're not sure what GPAC is, it's a great nonprofit organization that's helping to raise money and awareness for gastroparesis awareness for cures and treatments. So if you want to find GPACT, it is a great resource. I encourage you to hit like and follow their page. And so what are some of the things that I can look back on my almost 5-year journey that has been positive? And I can say, first things first, one thing that's been positive from all of this is I have found my passion. I started my own business. I work from anywhere. Being unable to be a regular employee that works an 8-to-5 job is something that I can't do with a good conscience because I can't be there or reliable every single day. So with the job that I have, I work from my smartphone and I can do it from anywhere, anytime, in the nooks and crannies of my day, and it works so well because when I'm not feeling well, I can still work and get my self-confidence up and self-worth because I'm contributing to my family. I'm helping other people feel their best, and it has really just led me to a passion that I didn't know existed. So that has been an amazing process. I have gotten so much closer. I'm a very faith-based person, and my faith in God truly has just been leaps and bounds so much stronger. How did I get my relationship stronger? I have been very meticulous in watching online sermons, and if you want any recommendations of some of the ones that I've been loving, I would be so happy to share with you. But they have been so instrumental for me to be able to, when I can't go to church, to still hear the word and get the message across, and it has just truly helped me in my faith journey, and I am the closest to God that I've ever been. Also, I think that when you hit a bottom and you break, and that's what happened to me, I was rebuilt back up as a different person. I'm not the same person that I was before GP, and I think that's a good thing. Despite the hardships that GP and gastroparesis puts upon my life, I can say to you that I'm almost somewhat grateful for the journey, simply for I no longer swim in negativity. That was something that I was doing and I didn't even realize it. That is something that I've changed. I am much stronger. I am much more willing to have a forgiving heart. I am much more able, or I'm so much more kind. I am so much more empathetic. I am so much more going outside of my comfort zone. That's been amazing too. Some more things that have been amazing since I had GP. I mentioned to you that I was at Mayo for a month. I will never forget, I had the same door guy who waited for me by my wheelchair when my husband went to go get the vehicle, and I remember him laying his hands on me and asking me if he could pray for me, and I was kind of like, okay, but he did that, and he said an amazing prayer, and I could feel the presence of God. And Rochester, I've got to say, they have some of the nicest people I've ever met. It was a great experience as far as finally getting answers and to know what was going on. It was a godsend. So it also, my GP journey brought me back to our home state, where we are the most happy that we've ever been, and we were in Texas previously, and I was unable to get the answers that I needed with my health care, and so we moved back to Iowa on a whim and trusting our Lord, our God, and it has been the best change for us that we've ever made. Also, watching my girls watch me, it's changed me as far as making sure that I make the best choices possible for myself, because I know that they're watching me, and I also have watched them become even more compassionate, kind girls, and that just makes us so proud. It's also brought us closer together as a family. I can say that at first it felt like it was tearing my family apart, and my marriage it's very hard on a family to have someone who is chronically ill. But we never gave up on each other, and you know what? We've gotten through the hardships, and that just shows us that we are that much more committed to each other. And even though that we might have lost each other for a little bit, we did find each other back, and we're so much stronger for it. And so I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for be having my pick line. I cannot tell you it. I would be stuck to the hospital like someone would be with dialysis if I didn't have a pick line. I needed to do fluids about 5 to 7 times a week, and to be able to do them from the comfort of my own home has been amazing. I can say that it's really hard at first for the people in your life that write you off and are just unkind, and there are people like that out there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Your experience may be different than mine, but I had found that a lot of the people that I thought would be there for me weren't, and many of those who I never thought in a million years would be there for me were and still are. And that truly just helped me clean up my social bubble. And I am just so grateful. I'm actually at a real peace with myself, and I truly just don't care or have the time or energy to waste on someone who isn't going to fill up my cup and support me in my journey. And it took me 4 years to get to this point. I hope that it doesn't take you that long. But I am someone who loves hard, and I put my heart on my sleeve. So, that was a big journey for me and a good life lesson for me. Sometimes I still struggle with that. However, I am leaps and bounds so much further than I ever was. I appreciate life so much more. I've been in remission before, and I'm heading into another remission. And I just, as much as anyone else with gastroparesis, I don't know if it's going to be something that progresses for me and gets worse as I age. I'm 36 now, and so it is worrisome to have severe gastroparesis at this age, and wondering what 80 looks like. But I can't live my life that way, and that's another thing that I've learned, is to live life day to day. Sometimes it's minute to minute, second to second, hour to hour. But it has been a great change in my life that was difficult, but it was much needed, and I got through it, and I'm much better for it. My dogs, they have been my buddies. When I am not okay, they just know, and I would be very lonely without them. I spent for almost 4 years, almost every single holiday by myself, and so I can say that I think I would have made bad choices and not went on such a positive route had I not had my fur babies there to comfort me and be there for me. I don't know, my relationship with my dogs, I just love them so much, and thankful for them in every single way. I also am so grateful for everyone on this page. Thank you for liking this page. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the comments. This is something that has turned into something for me that is going to be so much more than what it is. I have great plans to turn this into a foundation and many things more to come. I feel that I need to do my part. If I want to have a cure for GP, I need to do my part to affect change as much as possible. And those are all things that I wouldn't have done before I had gastroparesis. There are many other good things. This is why I keep a gratitude journal, because on the really bad days, I look back and I can see so much, how many grateful things I have to be grateful for, and it has truly changed my life. And so I encourage you to write down 3 to 5 things every night that you're grateful for, and I bet you can't stop at 3 to 5. It just really has been amazing. I also write down my I am goals, so I am much more focused on making smaller goals to reach my bigger goals, and because I have to plan more to do things that I want to do, I am doing those things, and I am finding that I am, although it takes me a little bit longer than some of my teammates, or to be where I want to be, I have been able to thrive in life, and I just am so grateful. My journey, however long it takes me to reach what I consider success fully, is just fine. I am learning so much along my journey, and I think sometimes when success comes too soon, too quick, you don't have the moxie and the grit and the what do you want to say? You just don't get the full journey from. If everything's easy for you, then you don't learn a lot of life lessons that are necessary to learn, that you might end up learning down the road. And if you can't handle, success, and it comes too quickly, it can all fall apart. So I just think that, everyone, that leads me to, don't compare yourself to someone else. You can say, you know what, Sally does this and this and this, and she has GP, and I can't do any of those things. So what? Write down what you can do, write down what you want to do, write down goals to get you to where you want to be, and you will achieve them slowly but surely if you follow through, and that's key. There are so many more things, but truly one of the most important thing that I think I've learned, and I've always been this way, but I just have an emphasis, and it's my passion, is to share about kindness. It is so much easier to be cruel, to be rude. It is harder, so much harder to take the high road and be kind. And that is something that I have chosen to do. It's a choice. An act of kindness is a choice. And so I try and pay it forward as much as possible. I try to be very real and honest, but I'm also try to be very kind. I would never want to hurt anyone's feelings on purpose, and just through my GP journey, I have become so much more of an advocate for kindness. And so if you'll see some of my posts, you'll read about that as I go along on our page. So with that, those are some of the amazing things. And then, like I said, meeting the people on this page, you guys have just filled my cup so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope to communicate with more of you, and be watching as I am going to ask for a picture, and I'm going to ask you, what does gastroparesis mean to you? And I'm going to ask you to put it into 1 to 3 words. And I'm going to make a video out of that and show the faces of GP, because we're all different. And I think that we can create awareness and share how this is possible, that we're not all skinny, we're not all overweight, we are all over the board, and we all have different levels and severities and symptoms and treatments, and we all have a lot to share. And so I can't wait to hear from you. And please, guys, let's do and make some noise. Let's get this last few days of August, let's smash the heck out of GP and do the GP pie face challenge. It is so fun to throw a pie into someone's face. Seriously, it's great. It's a classic pie in the face. It makes you laugh. It's fun, and you're gonna raise awareness and money for a cure, which helps us to be cured and not managed, which is a goal that I think almost everyone with GP yearns to find. So with that, those are some of the things that I have found that I am grateful for my gastroparesis journey. I could go on, but I have rambled long enough. Tomorrow night I will chat with you some more, and I will continue until the end of the month. Again, if you ever need anything from me, please message me. I want to be here for you. Thanks again for being a proponent and a supporter of gastroparesis awareness and watching this video. And make sure you hit like on our website page here on Facebook, so I can help more people. And don't forget to find me on YouTube, and I can show the links below my other social media accounts. So with that, I want to wish you a great night. I hope you stay healthy, stay strong, and cure GP, and fight on. All right, have a great night.